Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. The time traveler's love. James had always been fascinated by time travel. As a physicist, he spent most of his career studying the subject, trying to crack the code. And finally, after years of hard work, he succeeded. He built a time machine, a beautiful contraption that looked like something out of a science fiction movie. James was ecstatic, eager to test his invention. He set the controls, took a deep breath, and stepped inside. The machine whirred to life, and James felt himself being pulled through time and space. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in the middle of a bustling street in 19th century Paris. James was amazed, taking in the sights and sounds of a bygone era. He wandered the streets, marveling at the beauty of the city. And then he saw her. Her name was Sophie. A beautiful young woman with piercing green eyes and long, curly brown hair. James was immediately smitten, unable to take his eyes off her. As he watched, Sophie tripped and fell, dropping her basket of flowers. James rushed to help her, and as they touched hands, he felt a spark of electricity. Sophie looked up at him, startled, and James knew he was in trouble. He was a man out of time, and he had fallen deeply in love with a woman from another era. As the days passed, James and Sophie grew closer, spending every spare moment together. They walked along the Seine, holding hands and talking about their dreams. James knew he couldn't stay in the past forever. He had a life in the present, a career and friends who would miss him, but he couldn't bear the thought of leaving Sophie behind. As the day of his departure approached, James felt a sense of desperation. He knew he had to find a way to stay with Sophie, to be with her forever, and then it hit him. He would take Sophie with him back to the present. He knew it was a risk, but he couldn't imagine living without her. As they stood in front of the time machine, Sophie looked up at him with tears in her eyes. "I'm scared," she said. James took her hand, his heart pounding with excitement. "Don't be," he said. "I'll be with you every step of the way." Together, they stepped into the time machine, and James set the controls for the present. As the machine whirred to life, James felt a sense of joy and excitement. He knew that he and Sophie would face challenges in the present, but he was ready to face them head-on. As they emerged from the time machine, James looked around, taking in the familiar sights of the present. Sophie looked up at him, her eyes wide with wonder. "I love you," James said. Taking her hand, Sophie smiled, her eyes shining with tears. "I love you too," she said.